What's up, guys? I'm BTC. We just got a major leak. 222 Role Lock is confirmed, and we now have the details. If you enjoy the video, make sure you drop a like, and if you're new, subscribe and hit that bell to get more. Over the last month or so, we've gotten a lot of hints and rumors that 222 Role Lock will be added to the game. There was also former players that came out and said, yes, Stage 4 of the Overwatch League is going to implement the Role Lock as well. Now, we didn't know if they were being serious or joking, but now we have absolute proof because Blizzard accidentally uploaded a video on one of their Overwatch League channels called Watchpoint Stage 4 Preview Special. And in that video, it actually gave all of the details for the Overwatch League Role Lock. We'll get to the rest of the game for everyone else in just a second, but the rules for the Overwatch League Role Lock is what you're seeing on the screen. All compositions are going to be 2 damage heroes, 2 tanks, and 2 supports, hence the 222. Players cannot change roles during a map. However, they can change heroes within that role. So if they're playing Reinhardt, they can switch to Orisa. That's not a big deal, but they can't switch from Reinhardt to Genji, for example. And then the players can change roles between the maps, and they also have special seating assignments for where the players are going to be. So facing the stage, players will be seated 2 damage, 2 tanks, and 2 supports. And then on the very bottom, I like the part that says, if players change roles between maps, they will change seats. It's like Overwatch League musical chairs. I don't know why they couldn't just have like icons on the screen or something where they can move stuff around when they're doing the broadcast, but I don't know, maybe it's just easier for people to reference like, oh, the 2 people on the left are going to be the DPS. And remember, later on today, when Blizzard officially announces all of this stuff, everybody act surprised. Pretend you didn't know about it. For those of you that watch the Overwatch League, this should immediately make the games more exciting. Because even if the games aren't fully GOATS comp all the time, as they have been in the past, there's still a lot of triple support comps that are still being run, or sometimes even triple tank or whatever, but this is obviously going to force a big change in that. I think right away you're probably going to see a lot of bunker and dive because those are kind of more of the safer go-to 222 comps that, you know, kind of exist already. I'm sure there's going to be other variants that will pop up here and there, but those are probably going to be the 2 big ones that you see right away in Stage 4. So what about the rest of the player base? Are we going to be getting some sort of role queue or role lock on the competitive ladder? And it seems like that actually might be happening a little bit sooner than we thought. On the Summer Games update that we got the other day, if you go to the competitive ladder and you check out the info for it, it'll tell you when the season will end. And right now, as of the time of this recording, it says the season will end in 26 days. And that is several weeks earlier than it was supposed to. So it just, all of a sudden, when we got the Summer Games patch, it just cut off several weeks worth of extra time in this season of the competitive ladder. And it seems like that is what Blizzard is going to be doing in order to implement the role queue. So we might actually be getting some variation or, you know, the early versions of the role lock role queue system on the PTR, possibly as soon as this weekend. And then it's going to be tested for the next several weeks until Season 17 of the competitive ladder ends. And then on Season 18, when it starts in 26 days, it might begin with the role lock. Now, I don't know if there's going to be any sort of limitations where you have a different SR for each of the different roles or how they're going to do it. You know, they've talked about a lot of different things that they could do, but they haven't ever really kind of put down any concrete ideas like this is what we want to do. They've actually, Jeff Kaplan has told us, he's like, we know what we want to do and it's just a matter of making it happen, but he never actually told us what that was that they wanted to do. Although he did heavily hint at the idea that there would be separate SR brackets for whichever you queue as. So you might be Grandmaster in DPS and only Diamond in tank or whatever, you know, different combinations. Another thing that's important to mention is Jeff Kaplan said that if they do go to a 2-2-2 role queue role lock system, it would require them to rebalance a bunch of the characters because they're not made to exist in that 2-2-2 system. They're made to exist in a format where you can use any combination of 3 tanks or 4 tanks or 3 support, whatever you wanted to use. So it would require them to rebalance them. The one specific that he mentioned was Brigitte. So I don't know if they're going to implement this whole system and then just kind of let everything exist as it is and then, you know, make the adjustments later on, or if there's going to be a big rebalancing patch that accompanies the role queue system itself. So there you go, guys. Role lock confirmed. What do you think about it? Let me know down below. And also, when Blizzard makes that official announcement, pretend to be surprised. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like to see more, subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss anything. Also, come hang out in my Discord server and my Twitch live stream. Special thanks to my Patreon supporters. If you'd like to see what kind of cool VIP rewards you can get, check the links down below. And remember, always blame the controller because it's never your fault.